Hello everyone, welcome to Joe Consumes Cinema. I'm your host, Tim Burton, and today we have a first-time movie reaction to the 2024 film Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. So I just want to say I'm a big fan of the original, and this one is going to have its work cut out for it because that film, I grew up with when I was a kid, and just a lot of great performances, very energetic, and just a fun overall ride, and very enjoyable. So it's going to have its work cut out for it to match up to that first film. But we're going to see. I am hearing good things, so that's always encouraging. I do know that Michael Keaton and Catherine O'Hara are back to reprise their previous roles. So is Winona Ryder. I know that a new addition is Jenna Ortega. She's a terrific actor. I know her from Wednesday. That's a great show if you haven't seen it. And yeah, she has a lot of talent and very promising career ahead of her because she's a terrific actor. So having her in this, I think, will be great. And I look forward to that part of it, the new part of it. I also know from the trailer that I watched that I think Willem Dafoe is in this and some other familiar faces, some actors that you see all the time but don't immediately recognize their names. That type of actor, but good and competent. So I think there'll be nice additions to the story as well. I know this one, I think it takes place years after the original, maybe even some decades after, because the character that Jenna Ortega plays is the daughter of Lydia, I believe. At least that's what I got from the trailer. I could be wrong. It could be like a younger sister born years after the fact, but it seems like her daughter. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We're gonna find out. But as always, remember to blank, blank, and blank. Channel's doing great. We're almost at 300 subscribers, which is fantastic. So more of that, please. And not going to prolong this one too much. We're just going to get right into the movie.
The living, the dead, can they coexist? That's what we're here to find out. My name is Lydia Dietz, and welcome to Ghost House. It doesn't want me here. I feel a dark presence. We need to leave now. I'll be right by you. No.
Yeah, let's take a break.
Okay, so it seems she leveraged her paranormal experience into a show. I'm kind of curious if she incorporates ghosts in her act, the haunted houses, but she's still terrified of Beetlejuice, justifiably so.
I am my own canvas. I am my art. As we know, art imitates the living. It feeds me. And I was not getting enough nourishment from the sculpture alone.
Yeah, I remember she was an art freak.
My taste. What happened? What? Oh. Your father's left me. He's divorcing you? What a horrible thought. No, he's dead. What? Daddy's passed away.
Yeah, I know the actor that played the dad died a while ago.
How did he die? A shark jumped out of the water and got him. Just like that. I just spoke to him on Saturday.
Oh, getting our first view of the afterlife. This looks like a fun set. Okay, it is him.
Where is Beetlejuice?
That was a short cameo. Alleged mom. Okay, so she plays Astrid, and it is Lydia's daughter. She's a bit of an outcast.
When you're
you're all in your third kid and second divorce. We'll see who gets the last laugh.
Astrid! Stop torturing your mother. I know I usually find it funny and only fair after the way she treated me when she was your age. But not today. Your mummy's lost her daddy. You've lost your grandpa. And I've lost my horny handyman. Charles. Charles! Oh, Charles!
I am seeing a semi-multimedia visual manifesto of our loss. What does loss look like? Is it just tears, a headstone, wilting gladioli? No, we need to unpack the art of sorrow.
Yeah, that sounds really dramatic.
Yep, he was buried in the cemetery. Plot, yep. Last time we saw him.
You know what? Long-distance relationships can be difficult, especially when one of you is dead and the other's ignoring it for 30 years. But Lydia and I, we have a definite psychic connection. I'm needed upstairs. Bob, hold down the fort.
I do like the shrunken head people.
I'm more of a dog person.
Recognize this, puss?
Never seen that chick before in my life, or afterlife. Wouldn't be the first woman who wanted to kill me. And kind of hard to kill a dead guy.
This gal can. She's a soul sucker.
Oh yeah, you could say that again.
That's a nice tribute.
Angels are guiding him towards everlasting light, and may his soul fly through the heavenly gates like the birds that he so adored and soar over the fields of Elysium to the glory that is thine. What?
I know that actor.
I haven't been to a funeral since Dad's.
Death is hard.
Yeah, sometimes I think life is harder.
All started when I was your age.
It's ironic, isn't it? You can apparently see any random ghost for your shitty TV show, but the one ghost that actually matters to me, you can't see at all.
I could see how that would bother her. And that's weird, too.
My ex-wife is back.
Ex-wife.
Well, I know what you're thinking. When was the juice ever tied down? What kind of woman could ever keep him satisfied? Well,
Origin story, cool.
Dolores. Abbiamo staccato a morsi la testa a un paio di
Nice. Interesting. I remember watching the cartoon show when I was a kid in the 90s, and yeah, I don't remember him ever having an ex-wife. Maybe I forgot. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
I'm good.
You know, times like this can bring a family weirdly closer together.
Take a hint, dude.
Way over here, I wrote a poem for your grandma.
Oh, did you? How does it go?
It starts, well, it kind of like opens on grief, obviously, and then acceptance. It's long. I didn't memorize it or anything like that, but it's quite beautiful.
Cut the crap, Rory.
Ghosts aren't real. Only gullible people believe that kind of crap. Unless you're trying to pay the bills, right, Mom?
I have everyone's attention, please. We're gathered
Is he
here
about to
today
propose?
celebrate the life of an extraordinary man. Now, I only had the pleasure of meeting Charles a few times.
Then I can tell you he didn't want any speeches.
Lydia, now I know we had always agreed to take our relationship slowly, but I can't wait any longer. Let's get married on your favorite holiday. Will you marry me on Halloween?
That's in 2 days.
Yes, I know.
You're seriously doing this at Charles' wake?
Yes.
It's super inappropriate.
Oh, do you want to take life's great big bungee jump right beside me? No safety nets, right? But I guess the only thing.
I'm right there with you, kid.
Okay, I guess.
Oh, shit.
Are you okay?
What are you reading?
Crime and Punishment.
One of those.
One of those. What does that mean?
Nothing. I've read it 3 times.
Did you really?
Yeah. Pain and suffering are always inevitable.
Yes. Yeah, guy. I can't believe you're quoting Dostoevsky. That's... Where have you been all my life? Is your dad in the picture, or...?
When they split, he went to Brazil. He's trying to save the rainforest.
I'll be here tomorrow if you want to break from the insanity.
Bob, like looking in a mirror. You see, Bob, it serves my decoy. You'd walk in front of me at all times. That way she'd suck your soul while I make mine get away.
It's an opening.
Serena, what's wrong?
Oh, I'm trying to capture the perfect primal scream. I'm going to blow it up, mount it on the wall, and I invite all of you to do the same.
I think it's her first time ever going up here. There's the model. Very important. Oh, here we go.
Ew. I was taken at an all-night Mario Bava horror fest. I was 9 months pregnant with you. My water broke during Kill Baby Kill.
Dad's favorite movie.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I found that on the floor. Hey, who's Beetlejuice?
Don't ever say that name. Not ever.
Beetlejuice.
No, Astrid, I am serious.
Almost. One more time, baby. That's all it's gonna take.
Oh my God, it's you. I thought a moose was about to attack me. Breathing exercises. I was in shock after Richard died, and I was working on my unresolved feelings, and Rory had just lost his fiancée in a skiing accident. We were in the same sorrow circle, and we connected.
Yeah. He was turned on by you at the lowest point in your life.
But this isn't about him. Astrid found this in the attic.
Ew.
I'm seeing him again, and I was really hoping this was all in my head, but now this.
Lydia, you need to take back your life.
Mom, I'm just gonna be upstairs with a friend.
Okay, have fun.
Hey, Dad. He lives in that room.
We didn't get a look at the parents. That was odd.
Handbook for the recently deceased.
Yeah, I got that at a yard sale. The illustrations are pretty gnarly.
Yeah, it looks like the kind of crappy book my mom would write.
Okay, so he has the Book of the Dead. He should not be in possession of that. So something is definitely off with that kid.
When I was a teenager, a trickster demon terrorized my entire family and tried to force me to marry him in order to come back to the real world for good. I believed he was gone forever, and then lately I have been seeing him again.
You idiot.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Oh, God.
Is that
Beetlejuice!
Dig deep and spill your guts, okay? Who wants to go first?
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Ew.
Drink, kid.
Home, home, home.
Are you sure this is the right address?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I was gonna go say hey to his parents.
Seriously? This isn't a play date. We're not 6 years old. Nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah, something is definitely off with these people. I think this is some type of elaborate trap. What the hell?
Here it goes.
I really like you, and I want us to be together.
How? You're dead. I'm alive. That doesn't make any sense.
What if I told you that I'd found a way to come back? You'd get to see your dad again.
She has to die in order to bring him back. This is not the deal she thinks it is. The dead are just as selfish as the living.
The place had been on the market for years, but I thought if I could sell a murder house. That's where I dropped Astrid off. She was seeing a boy named Jeremy. Jeremy Fraser. 23 years ago, he murdered his parents.
Jeremy, is that you?
I guess they weren't defanged.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
The juice is loose. She decided to trade lives with a boy. He gets to come back while she's stuck on the other side permanently.
You want me to marry you?
I thought you'd never ask. I swear on my dead mother's soul.
Fine.
I'm gonna make you so happy.
Jesus, what's letting in?
Oh, that's cool. Instead of making a door, they're gonna blow a hole.
Bob, you and the boys stand guard. Nobody gets through.
Whoa! Are you okay?
Oh.
You agreed to swap your life for mine.
What? Dad?
Astrid?
Dad?
What the hell? Poor Bob.
To the great beyond!
Soul Train. Oh shit. The sand dunes with the giant worms. Not good.
I check in on you both all the time. And I don't want to be the reason that drove you two apart. You need each other. You make each other better.
Bob. Let me tell you how this is gonna go. Your shriveled lips will start flapping, or I'll crack your itty-bitty skull like a goddamn walnut. Where's Beetlejuice?
Poor Bob.
Beetlejuice. Oh, no.
Right here.
Ow!
I get it. Now that you're dead, you want to hang out with me.
Would you help me find Charles, please? And then the VIP lounge.
Sure.
Oh, not Bob.
Where is he?
Damn it. Bob didn't deserve that.
You're too late, man.
I think it was Dostoevsky who said, "Later, fucker."
Nice.
Awkward. You haven't made much progress since our last session, so I'm going to suggest some drug therapy. Don't be afraid to share when you're ready.
Truth serum.
I always thought your whole act was bullshit. I never believed in ghosts, spirits, or any of it.
What? All this time? Why the hell did you want to get married?
Money! I knew I could make more as your husband than I could as your manager.
How about a little physical therapy?
Nice. Oh shit. I like that.
Spring was never... followed in hand. Someone rain. I don't, 'cause it want to make it. Have that
Sweetheart, you look fantastic. You look so put together. I'm a lone wolf. You need a soulmate. Somebody who really sees you. For instance,
Nice. I'm guessing that's how you kill a soul sucker.
We had a deal.
She don't have to marry you. You violated Code 699. Yeah, you illegally brought my mom into the afterlife.
According to that book, that contract is null and void.
Nice.
Those snakes were actually poisonous, weren't they?
Yeah. So I died of embarrassment.
Your work's gonna go up in value.
Oh, well then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, too happy, feel good. Something bad has to happen. I knew it.
I just had the weirdest dream.
Okay, took some time just to gather my thoughts. That was Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. It was very good overall. Now, I don't know if it's as good as the original. You know, like I said at the beginning, those are some big shoes to fill, but it was solid. I really enjoyed it. I thought that Michael Keaton still has it. That was a great performance as, you know, Beetlejuice reprising his old role. I thought Winona Ryder was good. Catherine O'Hara was really good. I thought Jenna Ortega was good. Willem Dafoe, you know, small role, but, you know, he was okay. And yeah, some of the other actors were decent too. This takes place decades after the first movie. A lot has changed. Lydia got married, had a daughter. The husband was disappeared, but we found out later was killed by piranhas in the Amazon, I think. I forget where they said exactly, or Brazil. I like the dynamic of Lydia's character has this TV show where she's basically cashing in on her one paranormal experience, and you know that attracts some pretty unsavory characters like Rory, for example, who is just after the potential money he sees in being with her. And it kind of strained the mother-daughter relationship because Lydia could never see the husband, and that was always kind of odd from Astrid's perspective, because it's like, well, how come you can see all these other ghosts but you can't see Dad? That doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I thought that was good. I thought it was cool how Astrid has the same ability as her mom, and it's kind of discovered in a unique way. I knew something was off with that kid. When we first walked into the house, you couldn't see the mom and dad's face, so I was like, that's a little weird. Is this a trap somehow? And then all of a sudden he has the guidebook of the dead. It's like, how the hell would he ever get that? That doesn't make any sense. And then it's like, okay, yeah, he is dead, and we know from the first movie that undead people are as selfish as humans, so they all have their own motives and their own desires. So yeah, it felt like a trap, and I kind of picked up on it in the moment, and turned out it was. But I thought that was a unique way of doing that, and it also got to bring the characters reunited with the dead father, which was a nice touch. I think the best scene overall has to be the wedding, because the way they incorporate music is just very funny and unique, and also I loved all the little different costumes. Like, that's a aspect of Tim Burton films that's always very standout, and really enjoy that part of his films. And this one was no different. They were great. They were unique. They were kind of gross, a little unnerving. All that stuff in the film was great. It was kind of a short and sweet film overall. It was only like an hour and 40 minutes, but enjoyable ride. And yeah, I don't really have any major complaints about it. I think this film probably should have been made 10 years ago, if not further back, to kind of build on that sense of nostalgia a little bit. I mean, people nowadays can remember the original film, but I think it would have been better not having to wait, was it like 30 something years or probably more than that, more like 40 something years. I believe Beetlejuice came out late 80s or early 90s. I don't remember the exact date, but I think this film would have been a little bit better served had they done this in like the early 2000s, maybe a little bit after that. But I don't like waiting super long for the eventual revisits, especially if it's a good product. Like, this is a good revisit of, you know, the old source material, getting reacquainted with all these zany characters. Fun ride, enjoyable. Not quite as good as the original, but still solid. I really like what they did, and yeah, I'm glad like it's doing well. And I've heard talk of them potentially doing a third film, but I don't know. It seems kind of like beating a dead horse at that point. I'm okay with this film, but I don't necessarily think there should be a third one. Just my personal take, but it was good, solid film. Really enjoyed it, but Yep, that's pretty much all I have to say. So, as always, thanks for watching, and peace.